When it comes to good and evil, right and wrong, what is the clearest example of what we shouldn't do?
Clearest possible example: murder. Is murder wrong? Is it evil? Nearly everyone would answer yes, but now I will pose a much harder question. How do you know? Only if there is a God who says murder is wrong, is murder wrong. Otherwise, all morality is opinion.
Well, believing that a man claiming to speak for God actually was speaking for God is an opinion, but that aside, according to Dennis Prager, the clearest example is murder, and we have thou shalt not kill, which means not killing people isn't just an opinion, it falls under objective moral truth. Are there any exceptions?
The death penalty for murder. Here, the gulf is unbridgeable between those of us who believe that some murderers, and I emphasize some murderers, should be put to death, and those who believe that no murderer should ever be put to death.
So Prager believes that some murderers should be put to death. Why not all murderers? What's the criteria? But if you put people to death, isn't there a chance that innocent people might be put to death?
By keeping every murderer alive, many more people are murdered. Other prisoners, guards, and people outside of prison in case of escape or early release than the infinitesimally small number of people who might be wrongly executed.
So it's okay that some innocent people will be put to death because it's, in Prager's words, infinitesimally small number of people who would be wrongly convicted. What about people who use the thou shalt not kill to back up their position for the people who don't believe in capital punishment?
There's the argument offered by some people in the name of religion that only God has the right to take human life. I always wonder what religion these people are referring to, since the holiest book of no religion of which I am aware ever made that claim. People just make that argument up.
So thou shalt not kill doesn't mean that only God takes human lives. People can take human lives, and maybe Prager's argument is thou shalt not kill only applies to individuals, but a group of people is acceptable to take lives. But this group of people would be comprised of individuals, and if they follow this thou shalt not kill ideology, how can they contribute to murder being an individual as part of a group? Are there any other exceptions for thou shalt not kill?
I hate people who hurt people deliberately. I hate them. I want them destroyed. I want evil destroyed.
People who hurt other people, going after them, killing them, we're talking about war, so war is justified against people who hurt people. Certainly Hitler hurt a lot of people, so justifying the war to go in and kill him. Same thing for Japan. Saddam Hussein killed a lot of people. Gaddafi killed a lot of people. Assad in Syria certainly murdered a whole lot of people. He's still alive, so sometimes we go after people that hurt a lot of people. Sometimes we don't. But there will be civilians that die in war. There will be collateral damage. Do we take an action where we know many civilians will die? For example, do we drop a nuclear bomb into a highly populated city? Prager University released a video that condoned, that said that Truman made the right decision in dropping the bomb on Japan.
The judgment of history is clear and unambiguous. The atomic bombs shortened the war, averted the need for a land invasion, saved countless more lives on both sides of the blood-soaked conflict than they cost, and ended the Japanese brutalization of the conquered peoples of Asia. Given the alternatives, what would any moral person have done in Truman's position?
So according to this video, the dropping the nuclear bomb on a populated city was justified because it meant killing or having less people die than there would be in a land invasion, but was either bomb or land invasion really the only two options? That's something that can be debated. But back to this, thou shalt not kill. So it's thou shalt not kill unless people killed people, but sometimes innocent people, because you're going to have people wrongly convicted. And for civilians in war, or maybe he's saying not as individuals, but it's okay as a group to kill people. But if it's okay as a group to kill people, then why do you have problems with countries hurting people and justify war against them? So this whole murder thing is actually complicated. It's not a black and white on and off switch. It is not the easiest thing we can think of as far as right and wrong. Slavery is much more black and white. Humans should never be allowed to own other humans. Very clear. That one is a big on-off switch, but Prager, you couldn't use that example because slavery is not banned in the Bible. So what do we make of this thou shalt not kill, and the people that say this is such a wonderful commandment but really don't practice it? Well, I guess we could say
the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
One more thing to add, which I think needs to be stated in this video. Obviously, God and God's chosen moral lawgiver, Moses, had no problem at all with murder. This is Jim Wall. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Cisco, do we have to leave all our good friends now?
Only until next time, Pancho. Adios, amigos.